Good morning, guys. Today is 6/6/2022. Be on the lookouts for the mass shootings because mass shooting equals 6/6. But this morning, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the way that you see the death headlines. We've had several elites here lately dying, or their mothers are dying, their friends are dying, somebody's dying around them because they do these sacrificial rituals. And they do them all by code, and I've got plenty of them documented. But this morning we're just going to go over a few of them, just so I can kind of show you those patterns, the same way I did the pew pew video yesterday of showing you the patterns that you need to look for in these rituals that they do. So the first one I wanted to talk about was Jada Grant. The reason I wanted to talk about her is because it's not a hard ritual to see, especially for the Christian people, and the Bible with John 3:16. John 3:16, most people know that verse, and it's the verse where God sacrifices his son, his only begotten son, that who shall ever believe will not perish but have everlasting life. So he sacrifices off Jesus in that verse, John 3:16. So on this one here, you've got the University of Dayton. The basketball coach there, Anthony Grant, he got up. He had to announce the death of his daughter the other day at the age of 20. And immediately we knew 20, death, she sacrificed. Reason being, death equals 20 in the full reduction. So if you take the alphabetic order, and it's in the way it's listed, so A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, all the way up to Z is 26. There's 4 base ciphers. We went over that in the pew pew video. But on the reduction side, A equals 1, Z equals 26. 6 plus 2 would be 8 on Z. So you're bringing every number down to a single digit. So when you get to the 10th letter of the alphabet, J, it would be 1 plus 0 is 1. K being the 11th letter, 1 plus 1 is 2, and so on. Okay? So when you do the full reduction, when you type in death, it equals 20. This girl's dead at 20, at age 20. And it's Anthony Grant, University of Dayton's coach. He's age 56 right now. Again, in the pew pew video, I told you 56 is a whole big number with the Society of Jesus, mind control, Washington, D.C. Coronavirus is 56. There's a lot with 56. We'll do a different video on that one because it's too hard to explain in one video. But, so you always see these murder codes, because murder equals 38 and 83. There's different patterns here, okay? But this girl was probably named and bred for this, because her name is Jada Grant, and she was killed at the age of 20, sacrificed at the age of 20, her death. Her dad gets to announce. I'm sure he's probably getting ready to get a raise or a position. He might get bumped up and be an NBA coach. They've got a plan for him. Just keep an eye on him the next couple years, because this sacrifice will bring him fame and fortune. So in the Bible, we talked about John 3:16. Speaks of the sacrifice of Jesus, right? The death of his daughter comes 316 days after this dude's birthday, or 316 days before his next birthday. So just like John 3:16 in the Bible, you've got this guy sacrificing off his daughter 316 days before his birthday. Now 4 is the number associated with death, because in Chinese, Japanese, when you say death in that language, you pronounce it as 4. So 4 is always associated with death because of that reason, and more. But she was the 4th of the 5th child. So they had 5 children. They sacrificed off the 4th one 316 days before Dad's next birthday. So her full name was Jada Danielle Grant. She was born August 22nd, 2001. Jada Danielle Grant is 73. Child sacrifice is 73. Ritual sacrifice is 73. This is a number we see a lot in headline deaths. So her dad, like I said, 316, John 3:16. When you look at it in the reversed reduction, her name equals 107, so does ritual sacrifice. She was killed 81 days before her birthday. Ritual equals 81. So this was a ritualistic child sacrifice of Jada Danielle Grant 316 days before Dad's next birthday to benefit the University of Dayton career. Period. That's what it is. You can't deny this. It's every freaking headline, every freaking death. Like, what day was she sacrificed on? Can y'all take a guess by looking at this? Yep, June 2nd. She was sacrificed on June 2nd. A Faustian bargain is called a deal. It's what the name of a deal with the devil is. So if you make a deal with the devil, you're making a Faustian bargain, right? Same as sacrifice. And he did his sacrifice for his deal with the devil June 2nd in a ritual 81 days after his daughter's birthday. He sacrificed off the fourth child, Jada Danielle Grant, in a child sacrifice 316 days before his birthday. Do you see the patterns? You can literally learn to read numbers. Here's your headlines. Look at Faustian Bargain 262. Look at the University of Dayton 262. So June 2nd, it was time for somebody at the University of Dayton to do a sacrifice to benefit their career. Guys, this is not a joke. These people are using an ancient language of gematria to do these rituals day by day in the headline news. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's happening, so you might as well learn it. What was it the Bible said? Let those with knowledge count the number of the beast, for his number is 80 and whatever the rest of that verse is. But let those with knowledge count the beast. They told you in the Bible to count it. Right here it is. Look, John 3:16. You're going to tell me all this is a coincidence? This dude's 56 years old. He belongs to the Society of Jesus. He murdered his daughter at the age of 20 for the Society of Jesus to benefit his career 316 days, just like God did Jesus before his birthday, in a child sacrifice 81 days before the child's birthday. Do you see the rituals? It's like this with every headline of the elite deaths. You will find this same numeric pattern in every elite death that's in the headlines. Don't believe me? Let's look at this one. So this one came last night in the news about Trouble, the Atlanta rapper who collaborated with Drake. So you think Drake don't have to make sacrifices for his record deals? He does. They all do. So, of course I do the decode because I see he's dead at age 34. Murder's 34. And, of course, like a couple of the other ones, sacrifice is 170. He's dead 170 days after the anniversary of his first mixtape being released. Trouble released his debut mixtape December 17th, 2011. So on December 17th, 2021, that would be the anniversary. He's dead June 5th, 170 days after the anniversary of him selling his soul. He's 34 years old. They killed a rapper in a murder. Murder's 34. You see it? Dead at 34, the rapper. Def Jam happens to be 38 years old right now. So they're having to make their sacrifice. See that? Murder, 38. Def Jam, 38 years old. Killing the rapper, 38. Def Jam Trouble's record label announced his death on Instagram. So they got credit for this sacrifice because they got to be the ones to announce the death. And when you look at this guy's full name, this is why he was chosen to have his record released on December 17th. because they knew they were going to murder him 170 days after the anniversary of this tape being released in a sacrifice on when they did it, exactly when they did it. Like they know when they're going to do these things. When you sell your soul for fortune and fame, I promise you they know when they're going to take you out of this world. They do it by code every time. He was killed at St. James apartment. Sacrifice. Same numbers we just seen, guys. Sacrifice, 62. There's his name, 10962. We just talked about the 109 in the Pew Pew video. Well, guess how this guy dies? In a shooting. 109. They sacrificed him. In a shooting. Do you see that? Sacrifice. This is the dude's name right here. Mariel Orr. His name is 10962. Sacrifice, shooting. He died in a shooting. Guess where else he died? In Connors, Georgia. In a shooting. Do you see this? They do it so perfect. It's almost weird. I mean, it's freaky. If you'll notice, they did it on a Sunday. Def Jam got the credit. They got to release it. They're the ones that signed him. So they killed him on a Sunday, 30 weeks and 3 days after his birthday. And in numerology, you don't count the zeros. So you got the 33. 33, 33, Sunday, Def Jam. Sunday, Def Jam, Def Jam, Def Jam. Look at this. Do you see this? The patterns of the headlines. They also called him Scoob. And if you'll notice, Sacrifice is 73, Scoob is 73. 170 days after that album dropped, the anniversary of it. They sacrificed, they killed Scoob. Like, these patterns are ritualistic patterns. They happen with the shootings, they happen with the deaths, they happen with so many of them. Look at this one. This one's sick. This one's from the Jubilee. Most people didn't hear about this one, but they put this on the front page of the Sun. Now, from the things that you've been learning, you'll notice ritual sacrifices 107. Why do you think they put this in the headlines like this? This girl's alive. This girl is dead. This dude's dead. She's going to have a great career. He's dead. He's a sacrifice. Do you see this? They killed him at the Jubilee, and his name was HYPO. Look, on 6/4, that's the day he died, was June 4th, at the Jubilee. This is the woman that killed him. Well, she didn't kill him, but her handlers killed him because she had to make a sacrifice. 86 days after her birthday, this dude's dead. 86 days. Blood sacrifice, human sacrifice. 86 days. He gets stabbed to death at the Jubilee on 6/4. And they post this picture of him on the page. Emily and HYPO dated for around a year. They split before she won the Brit for Best Solo Female Artist in 2017. Ritual Sacrifice 107. The mockery. Guys, the only thing I can tell you to do is to get woke, gematria woke, like I said in the last video, because until you understand to read the numbers, you're going to fall for every one of these agendas. Every time. I hope y'all have a great day today. Stay safe out there. Like I said, if you don't believe me, let me just show you real quick before we end this video. Today is 6/6, so let me get it pulled up here for you. I should have had it already pulled up for you guys, but because my computer has been awful this morning. Mass shooting. Right here. You see this? Be very careful today, guys. If you look at today's date, it is 6/6, and it is a perfect day for a mass shooting for these cabal members.